There we go. All right. Oh, where's the other one? Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I lost track of time. That's what happens like when you get a day off, I guess. All right. So let's get that chin to chest and do our initial toe touch. Holy moly. That's very telling. Let's crawl back up nice and slow. We got a lot of work to do today. I feel like I'm fighting a bug. This stupid cold bug's going around, but I took that oil of oregano. That stuff is nasty, but it sure works. All right, I'm gonna do the same kind of thing. I'm gonna hinge at my hip, but now I'm hanging onto my hands behind my back because I wanna stretch the shoulder and I wanna let gravity do it. So just kind of letting my hand hang. If for some reason you can't do this, you can just do another toe touch. I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna put my hands on my elbows, just kind of cup my elbows a bit. I'm gonna go back down again. Excuse me. I'm gonna let those arms hang and then just go side to side like a half circle kind of rainbow shape. Oh, goodness. Sure feel that. Then I'll come back up. Okay, right arm across the body, pull in. And if you're like me and your shoulder is so tight it's lifting, I'm gonna go back to center, put my palms up, hands out, and just reset that scapula, and then do it again. There we go. That's a bit better. Just lower that poor shoulder down. Whee. That is one tight shoulder. Let's do the other side. So arm across the body, pull that shoulder in. Let's do a shoulder reset, palms up, hands out, hands towards the floor. You should feel that back scapula and everything just resetting where it belongs. And I'm gonna do that again. Arm across the body, and I'm stretching the back of that shoulder. Excuse me, I think I need a sip of water or something. Alright, let's do some shoulder rolls. Crunchy crunch if you got a lot of scar tissue and stuff in there. I'm just gonna have a sip of water. Wet my whistle. Let's go the other direction. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a towel or a band. We're gonna be using towel and band a lot today. So if you need a second to grab it, oh, I forgot. Look at my band broke. I don't think I need the whole thing. I think I could use half. That reminds me I need to get a new one. But like I said, you could just be using a towel because I want my hands apart like I'm making a V, right? So we're gonna do the shoulder floss. So hands up. You can go to just above your head and then back down. And then just work your way until you can go behind your head and then behind your shoulders. Let's just floss those shoulders. Woo! That's as far as I can go. I don't like to force a stretch. You shouldn't have severe discomfort when you're stretching. It should feel good. You know, of course, it's sometimes you're like, oh, but not how we don't want that. So I'm just going to keep flossing these shoulders until I get far enough. Keeping my arms nice and straight. I think my camera got knocked because it's a little diagonal. Maybe if I stand like this. Oh, this is so nice. Yay. Keep doing your shoulder floss. I'm just going to quickly see who's here today so I can address everybody. Okay, so I'm just going to put this band aside for a second. I'm going to do a goal post. Very commonly to stretch the thoracic spine, we're going to go side to side. And then after, we're going to add something to this goal post. Back to center. Now, if you can, hinge your hands down. See? Oh, that shoulder's so tight. I can barely do that. Try and hinge your hands down. And then hinge them back up. If you can't do that, then just keep doing this twisty goal post. But for me, this is super difficult. That's telling me this shoulder is so tight, it's pulling all down my arm. Whew. Just go as far as my hands allow without pain. See, you just work on it, it helps. Down, up, okay. I'm gonna put my arms crossed, crisscross. I'm gonna reach my right hand up and left hand down. And then I'm gonna do the opposite on the other side. Stretch. I haven't even gone to the floor yet. I just really wanted to focus on shoulders before we went down because my left shoulder is angry. All right, again. Now, you can either go up to a wall or just have an imaginary wall. I have a lot of stuff on my wall, so I can't really go up against my wall, but I can still imagine I'm with a wall and my palm is going to be facing that wall. I'm just going to go all the way around, half circle, and all the way. If you have a wall that has nothing on it, which ironically, rarely do we have nothing on our walls. We have a nice clean space. But I'm just stretching my right shoulder, and I'm going to do my left shoulder. This is almost like doing the shoulder sweep on the floor. So if you were lying on your side, your thumb would be facing the floor. You go all the way around, forward, but we're just going to keep our palm to that wall. Okay, let's do the other side. I don't know how this is going to go because this left side is super painful. So, prime example when you got a really tight or previous injury in that shoulder, I'm going to go just to here and back down. I know that I've tore both my rotator cuff, so sometimes I go a little too far with, say, push-ups or something like that. So be super careful, so I'm not going all the way with this one. So I don't want to hurt myself. Okay, one last stretch before we go to the floor. I'm going to take my right arm straight up, drop that hand behind the head, and then I'm going to just pull that elbow, stretch that shoulder this way now. Yeah, I was supposed to go. I wanted to go to my mom's today. She lives near Medicine Hat. But because I know I'm fighting a bug, that oil of oregano is amazing, by the way. My boss, one of my bosses, okay, let's do the left arm. Straight up, behind the head, the elbow. He has MS, and so he has autoimmune, right? So he swears by the oil of oregano. Now, someone who struggles with their immune system swears by something like that, then I'm on it. He's right though. Every time I've taken it and there's a bug floating around, I may still kind of get the bug, but I don't seem to get it as bad as if, okay, just hug yourself nice and tight, and then stretch those arms out behind as far as you can go, and then hug yourself nice and tight. Every time you hug yourself nice and tight, I want you to switch what arm is on top. Hug yourself nice and tight. Out as far as you can go. There we go. Okay, we're going to the floor. If you need a sip of water before we hit the floor, you can go right ahead. Yeah, so I'm not going to go see my mom and her husband until I know I'm not contagious in any way. Because I don't think that's a very nice thing to do. Go and take sickness to seniors. What? Okay, I'm on my hands and knees. I'm going to do cat-cow. So I'm going to hinge at the hip. Push those hip bones towards the ceiling. Now, if I have lower back issues, this next hip hinge going towards the floor for cow, I'm going to be a little bit gentle on that lower back, right? So it may not hinge as much. I'll focus more on the upper body, pushing my chest and eyes forward. Okay, and then back to cat. Tucking the bum under is super good for the lower back, but hyperextending the other way is a little bit hard on it. Let's do it again. All right, back and forth. Push my chest and eyes forward. So a really good way to stretch that lower back too is if you laid on your back and put a roller under your butt, the bottom of your butt cheeks. Just switch back and forth. Okay. One more time. Chest and eyes forward. Now, if you can, I'd like you to put your right foot out to the side and just rock forward and back. If you can go into child pose in this position, that's impressive. Me, I'm going to use my hands and just support my body as I go down and stretch that inner hamstring, that mean hamstring. And then I'll come back forward. I'm going to take that same leg and put it forward and stretch the back of my leg just like this. And if you can go all the way down and sit on your foot, go right ahead. Or you can just gently rock forward and back, using your hands to brace yourself and stretch that whole back of your leg. And I'm supporting myself because this is our initial stretch. Put my one hand on my toes, pull those toes towards my knees, crazy how minor that stretch is. Like it seems like it, but when you do it, it sure feel it. So now I'm gonna still take that same leg. I'm gonna come forward and I'm gonna bend that knee. My leg's bent at a 45-degree angle, and then I'm just gonna go right down onto that leg and stretch the back of that hip. I'm going to do some meditation today. I need to clear my mind. Too many thoughts. Sometimes you get in that little instant replay of thoughts and worries. And meditation is just about having no thoughts and just being present. There's no big recipe you don't need to have. Be in this weird position and all this stuff. It's just about clearing your mind and being present, focusing on the breath. All right, let's go back to cat-cow. There we go. Tilt those hip bones. And then turn those hip bones towards the floor and chest and eyes forward. Nice straight arms. And then back to cat. And then back to cow. Gentle on that lower back. Make it more of an upper body stretch if your lower back. You don't want to hurt you've got issues with your lower vertebrae, stenosis, or like me, if you have a lot of degeneration or osteoarthritis, which I have. Okay, let's tilt the pelvis again. I didn't even know I had lower spine issues. I was actually getting an x-ray of my hip. And that's just a testament to having a strong core strength. Keep switching back and forth, because I didn't even know I had some of the issues until they did the x-ray. So that means I was keeping it at bay, protecting my body, slowing down the degeneration. All right, let's put that left arm straight out at this left leg out at the side, and just rock forward and back. We're going to try and stretch that inner hamstring. I just want to go see my mom so badly. She's been diagnosed with dementia. I want to see her as much as I can before. Frustrating when you have a loved one that lives far away and you're a hard-working single woman like me that has bills to pay, so I'm gonna work. All right, let's put that foot forward now. Put my heel. I just want to stretch the back of my leg and my calf, so I'm going to take those toes and try and turn them towards me, my face. That's a intense stretch for me. You could go all the way down to sitting on your heel if you wanted. It just depends how tight you are. Mine's so tight that this is it for me. All right. gonna come forward and bend that knee so my heel is on my hip. And I'll stretch out that other leg. Lie down on that leg. Ooh, this is such a nice stretch for that hip. Meditate today. Let's just really try to replace some of that self-talk that makes us doubt ourselves, and let's replace it with positive affirmations, good thoughts. I am a strong person. Stretch, I'm feeling it in so many different places. Such a good stretch. All right. Coming back up. Let's go right into child pose. Back up again. Okay, let's lay on our side. And now you can see why I'm not going to just have a raspy voice. Okay, here we go. Pardon me for all the clearing. So I got my arms at a 90-degree angle like I'm praying. My knees and hips are parallel. And then I'm just going to take that top arm and go all the way back towards the floor. I'm just going to let that arm hang until it's resting gently on the floor. That is one tight shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Reinforce that knee so it doesn't come back. Let's come back forward. I'm going to take that bottom arm and just hold that knee back, and then I'm going to take my top arm and do it again. Stretch it. Now I'm holding that knee down. If you want, you can straighten your bottom leg and get even more of a hip stretch. We're just wringing ourselves out, really. I'm gonna roll back onto the same side to make sure I have enough space. I'm gonna support my head and neck, and we're gonna do that shoulder sweep. So thumb to the floor, just hovering above the floor, and go as far as your arm allows. I knew I was too close to something. There we go. And I'm going to go all the way behind. We're just doing a half circle or the shape of a rainbow. You're not going to take your arm across your body at all. And just go as far as your body allows. That's how it's been. Yeah, when I go to my mom's, I want to record her and I singing together. And then I want to give her a copy of it, and then she can play and sing along, because music, they say, is really good for therapy to find present. There we go again, about being present again. What? So, all these spiritual talkers and teachers, they're all saying being your complete self and being present is the answer. So that's what I'm going to work on this week. Well, for the rest of my life, but really focus on it. All right, let's switch sides. I know this side's going to be crazy because my left shoulder is mad at me. All right. 90-degree angle with those elbows like I'm praying. Knees and hips are parallel. Here we go. We're going to go all the way back. It's going to take a while for this one to get to the floor, I think. Isn't it funny how we think we got issues in the back, upper back, like knots and tight traps and neck and everything. And a lot of it is caused by having a front, your pecs and your chest tight. It's pulling the shoulders forward. Now my arm's on the floor. I have one lady, she can't even get her arm halfway to the floor, but I'll work with her. I train her in person, and I'll keep working with her until we get those muscles back to normal. Okay, let's come forward again. I'm gonna take that bottom hand, put it on my knee, and then I'm gonna take that arm and put it all the way back again. And now I can hold that knee from following my upper body. And then if you want, you can straighten that bottom leg and even get that knee closer to the floor. Just bring that body up. It's all about being present too. I just want to be in this moment with you guys. Deep breath in. Let it go. What a nice stretch. All right. Support that head and neck. Let's put the thumb to the floor and we're going to do that shoulder sweep. Really focused on my shoulders today as my left shoulder is always seems to hurt right in between the shoulder and the elbow. It's like a pull. That just tells me just how tight that is. So I will take my lacrosse ball and I'll knead out the front of my chest with my arm behind my back. I'll stand towards a wall. I'm gonna try all my tricks. Here we go. Just go as far as your arm allows, keeping that thumb towards the floor. I'm already feeling better just by doing this. I think I got a message. Yep, there's my mom's husband. I sent him a message saying I won't make it today because I don't want to get them sick. One more. Okay. So I'm gonna grab my band, which I didn't leave closed, or towel. We're gonna stretch the back of those legs and the hamstrings. And I'm gonna steal a sip of water quick. Okay, here we go. Okay, so nice tall spine. I'm gonna put that band or towel on the balls of my feet. Just be mindful, you don't want it to slip off and hit you. So be gentle. So I just want to pull the tops of my feet towards me. Okay, and then I'm gonna hinge at my hip forward. Rocking forward and back if you like. So subtle, but holy man, can I feel my calves and my hamstrings back and forth, hingy hinge. Forward, stretch, back, hinge forward. I'm trying not to round my back. I'm trying to keep a nice straight spine. It's pretty intense. So roll back and then roll forward again. Really want to stretch this. Things that cause all my troubles. Okay. So I want you to put your feet in a pinwheel position. So here we go. Pinwheel. And then, if you can, I would like you to do a circle with your body. Just gonna open that hip up. That's the reason for this. Just actively lengthening those muscles, working on our stabilizers. Change direction. Okay, so now you're still in that pinwheel position, but we're going to switch it now to a 90-90 position. There we go. See? 90 degrees behind each. I'm going to put my chest on the shin. Sit up and lean towards that outside knee. Stretch that hip. Open it up. Leaning my shoulder and torso towards that knee. I'm actually have my hand on the knee and I'm pulling it. And don't forget to breathe. And now let's go for that back foot. Get towards that foot. Deep breath in, let it go. Put your hands behind your back or on the floor beside that front knee if you need. And we're going to lift that back foot up, keeping the knee on the floor. Very good. And if you can push your torso up towards that back foot again, stretch all that gluteus medius all up the side of the back and hip flexor. Okay, put the foot down. Now lift the whole leg. Here we go. lot of times you'll get like an ow stretch down there. Pull. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going back to that pinwheel position. And I'm just going to do a circle. Body circle. Open up that hip. I can really feel this hip here reacting to that circular motion I'm doing with my torso. Then I'm going to change direction. Now I'm going to go into my 90-90 hip stretch. So changing my angles to 90 degrees. And I'm going to put my chest down on that shin, as close to that foot as I can. My toes are cold. Back up and go for that outside knee. Really lean that torso in. Pull my hand, pull it in, pull it in. Open up that hip. Move that back foot. Towards that back foot, you can do it. Then put your hands either on the floor by that front knee, behind your back. Keep your knee on the floor and lift that back foot up. And then I'm pushing my shoulder back towards that foot, which is super hard to do. Put the foot down. Let's lift up the whole leg. Down. Very nice. Okay. I'm going to lay on my back now. Just roll down nice and slow if you can. Support that spine. All right. Let's see how much time we have left. Not very much. I think I'd like to go a little longer today. It feels like it just flew by. But for now, I'm just going to lay on the floor and think about my body and my spine sinking in. Very comfortable position for you. If your knees bent is more comfortable, do that. If you can just straighten those legs, relax. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, sink into the floor. Nice and gentle. I want you just to be super present. Clear your mind. Be kind to your body. Now, if you want, you can put your arms straight out at your sides, or just have them at an angle with your palms down or up, and bring your knees up to your chest. And then just loosely go side to side with those knees. Just a little bit of a movement, nice and loose. It's Friday. You can let go of your whole week. Everything that happened this week is over and in the past. Now we're in the present, looking towards a fantastic weekend. All right, let's take your right knee and pull it in and straighten that left leg. Up too, and pull them both to your chest. And I want you to do ankle circles. Ooh, crackety crack. Now change direction. And while I'm just holding onto my knees and pulling them in, it's like I'm doing child pose on my back, really. I'm gonna rock side to side, loosen up my lower back. The left knee to my chest and straighten everything. Take a deep breath in and let it go. On the back of my legs and roll up. There we go. We're gonna sit with our bottoms of our feet together. Uh-oh. Hang on, my computer's acting up. Not sure why. Says that power, which is weird. Must have came loose. That's all right, I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay. Let's put our hands on our toes and pull ourselves forward. Grab those feet, pull yourself forward. If you want, you can put your elbows on your legs and push them down if they're as high as mine. Crazy hips, tight hips. Well, it looks like the class just flew by, I'm telling you. So one more movement and then I'll cut you loose if you like. All right, so I'm gonna lean forward as far as I can go. I'm gonna go down one vertebrae at a time, or you could just stay in that position. All the way down. Reach way above the head. Stretch. And come back up. Ooh. And go as far forward as you can. All right. Now hopefully we're set up for a nice weekend.